Welcome back to Last Chance Franchise. Last week, the last game, we managed to finally win one again against the Falcons 34-10. It's been a long time since we've won. We won 6 games this season. That's not too bad, and I think we would have won more if we had Josh Rosen on the team. Instead, we've got Nathan Peterman starting for us after Joe Webb kind of proved, it just wasn't there. In his first full start, he threw 5 interceptions, and I mean, we knew we couldn't get worse from Peterman. That's pretty much his expertise. But we've got a big, tough game coming up against the Rams, but I think we can really set the tone for next year here with a solid performance. I don't know if we'll win, but we can certainly be proud of ourselves if we put in a good shift against, the 11-3 Rams, who aren't going to be slowing down for anyone. Then the Seahawks potentially could be a win there, and I don't think we're wrestling our way anywhere near playoffs, but also if we do win one game, it could ruin our draft position. If we lose both, we will have a top 10 pick, and that's obviously great news for a team that does badly. So we're not going to throw the game, but it's also going to be, if we lose, we're not going to be too mad about it because there's nothing left to win. We can't get a playoff spot, and obviously then your other thought is at least we get a good pick. We get a bad finish, a good pick. So the Rams coming up. Let's take a look to see if anything has changed with this team injury-wise, because we've already looked at them. Well, the Rams are completely injury-free. However, we are not, and we've actually got to do something about that because we're going to need a little bit of depth to finish off this season, and because it's 2 games, we can pretty much bring in anybody. We're going to put Phil Taylor on IR because, well, we need the space, and, it's only a few games, but it's more games than we've got left, and potentially could come back early, but it's not important. We like Caleb Brantley, his backup, and of course Robert Kimdichie is our number 1 guy there. And then Stefan Anthony, such a good player for us, has been injured multiple times this year. It really is a shame. A captain, and a deserved captain. We made him captain mainly because of experience, but he immediately proved he had earned that position. So let's go free agent shopping. We got a defensive tackle and a linebacker to pick up. And here we go. This will be our defensive tackle. In 2015, Adolphus Washington was cited for solicitation. Now that's a pretty new one for members of our team. And then in 2017, he was arrested for a misdemeanor weapons charge. So absolutely perfect for the Last Chance franchise. And at linebacker, we're going to take Dion Lacey because he's made his way to the NFL via the CFL. So to come through Canada, that again definitely is a last chance guy. So we'll bring him onto the roster, and these guys have got a chance. They've got a chance to actually prove themselves and maybe stick on to the team after this season. But of course, right now we're thinking we bring them on and just let them go once we're finished. But if they play well, there's absolutely nothing stopping them becoming full-time members of the team. You've got a chance here. One last chance. Take advantage of it. This was never going to be an easy game, but we're facing them a little bit worse for wear than they are. They have absolutely no injuries. We have almost only injuries as we face them here at home for the second to last game of the season. And Peterman starts off with a run to the left, looking to get it with his legs, and he does get the first down right before he gets tackled. 3rd and 7, looking to pass, and he finds Christian Kirk for another first down. Offense right now moving pretty well to start this game. 2nd and 11, absolutely no space for the run. 3rd and 11, then having to pass, throwing it deep for Christian Kirk for another completion to the 25-yard line. Offense moving very well right now as Peterman gets sacked, loses the ball, and the Rams recover, and that'll turn over possession to this powerful offense. Goff rolling out, finding Everett downfield, who's finally tackled by Fabian Moreau. 2nd and 7, Goff now at the 24-yard line, plenty of time to throw. Doesn't complete to Cooper Kupp as Perry Nickerson is there to break that one up. 3rd and 7, going deep downfield, but Ronnie Harrison gets in front of it, takes that ball away right in front of the end zone, manages to return it. Unfortunately, we'll see here, did trip over one of his own players, so wasn't able to take it as far, but obviously a great play nonetheless. 2nd and 10, a completion here to Larry Fitzgerald, who takes it over the 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10, and we're sticking with the veterans right now. Eddie Lacy running downfield, breaking the first tackle, just shy of the 50-yard line. Time for these veterans to take over. Going back to Fitzgerald, short of the first down. 3rd and 21, though, after some problems. And Peterman looking to go deep for Fitzgerald, who just doesn't bring it in for some reason. You usually see him catch those. 1st and 10, and Goff under some pressure, taken down by Bostic. 3rd and 16. Too much time here to pass with his receivers. He's going to find someone open. He does find someone open. It's Higbee downfield, breaks through the tackle of 2 players, finally taken down by another 2. And now 3rd and 14 from the 21-yard line. Goff going end zone, overthrowing his receiver Higbee, and they settle for 3 points. So 3-0 the score here. 6 minutes left in the first half, and absolutely nothing for us there. We're trying different things, none of them are working. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Again, too much time, and again he finds his receiver Cooper Kupp downfield. 1st and 10, running with the ball this time, and Gurley found some space around the outside. Diggy Zuwa making a good play to stop that one being a huge gain. And then 1st and 10 going back to the pass, but back to Gurley as well, and it's another first down. Then 26-yard line. Goff again with this time in the pocket, lofting that one up, and it should have been another interception by Harrison. He had a chance on it. 2nd and 10. Again, too much time here for Goff. No pressure coming in. Completes to Cooper Kupp, short of the first down, but they get a one now here at the 1st 10, 13-yard line. It's a completion. No, it's broken up. Perry Nickerson breaking that one up. Could have been a touchdown right before the first half ends. Completing here to Gurley, who is finally stopped. Fabian Moreau making the tackle, so they settle for the field goal. But then on our possession, it's another fumble by Peterman on a sack, and they have the ball again on the 13-yard line with just a few seconds left, but we managed to break that one up. The only reason we're surviving this offensive onslaught right now is because of a strong back end, but finally the front end doing something here with the sack from Shaquem Griffin. The defensive backfield has been perfect, and finally they stepped up and held them to another 3 points. So we enter the second half, the Rams leading 9-0. Right now we are being completely shut out on offense, but the defense steps up there. Unfortunately, we're not able to recover that fumble, but we're playing hard. A hard hit there on Gurley. They're not able to move the ball. 3rd and 19, we've got them on. Can we stop them getting the first down? They complete, but it's short of the first down, and we do get the ball back. But again, Peterman is hit. Again, he fumbles, and Abukum picks it up. He's being chased by Selleck, but he's going to get into the end zone, and the Rams will score their first touchdown of the day on defense because of another fumble. And you may have seen there that now Joe Webb is in because Peterman cannot hold on to a ball. It may be an injury from the first hit, who knows. 3rd and 6, Webb is sacked but holds on to the ball, and it proves to be a good decision with that play. 2nd and 10, now Gurley making one man miss, hit hard by Fabian Moreau, loses the ball. Weatherspoon recovers, but it's overturned on review. So 3rd and 5, we do manage to sack them, we get them down, and we get the ball back, but unfortunately not from that turnover. Going deep downfield, it was intended for Fitzgerald, went closer to Kirk, and it's picked off by Roby Coleman in the middle of the field, and that's the problem with Webb. Not very accurate down the field. 1st and 10, Gurley making people miss, making everybody miss, turning Patrick Peterson inside out, running down the sideline, looking for the touchdown. Nickerson can't catch him, and he's in for 6, and that just adds more punishment to an already bad game. 1st and 10 there, a run, and it's good with Chase Edmonds. Now 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line, going downfield down the sideline to Larry Fitzgerald, and it's completed. We've got 2nd and 19, 34-yard line. Webb throwing deep, overthrowing his receiver Christian Kirk, and it's another interception. Sam Shields on that one, and the flag coming in was on the defense. It gives them 5 yards less, but at 2nd and 14 at the 5-yard line, they pick up the first down. Anyway, we cannot stop this offense. We cannot get anything going on offense. But 3rd and 9, finally a 3rd down conversion here, and we get it with CJ Prosise. 4th and 9, we have to go for a little bit more down the field, and Christian Kirk makes the catch. We actually convert it. Another 3rd and 9, 48-yard line. Just 2 minutes left in this game, and he overthrows Christian Kirk. 4th and 9, we're going for it again. Webb with some time throws. It's another interception. It was tight coverage. He really had nowhere to go, and at this point you might as well try. 3rd and 2. Gurley gets rid of 2 guys, gets rid of a 3rd guy. Finally is brought down, but we stop them. They have to punt. 27-0. 1 minute left in this game, and we want some points. And Christian Kirk with a great reception on the sideline there. 1st and 10 now, 43-yard line. It's play action. It's a completion to Carlos Henderson deep down the field, short of the 20-yard line. 3rd and 10, it's a completion to Larry Fitzgerald, short of the goal line as he is stopped, and we've got a chance here to end this game with some points. Webb goes for Fitzgerald in the end zone, gets the touchdown. We won't be shut out at home at the very least. That was almost utter humiliation, but we did manage to get some points at the end. To be shut out at home would have been terrible. At least we actually moved down the field. The problem we've got is right now, without Josh Rosen, we've got 2 choices at quarterback. We've either got interceptions or we've got fumbles. Nathan Peterman fumbled it as many times as Joe Webb threw interceptions. So, they both have similar turnovers. Joe Webb really just inaccurate. Throws it completely wildly away from intended receivers. Nathan Peterman just loses the ball as soon as he gets touched. It's not a good choice with either of them really, but it's what we've got right now. We will look. I think we'll look to draft a backup quarterback. So we're not going to take one early, but like a 3rd, 4th, 5th rounder around there. That's where we'd look for a quarterback. So we've got some depth because, you know, well, like when we play the Rams, who we're going to play twice a year, every single year, they're too strong up front for us not to be able to pass. I mean, they're too strong at the back as well, but we weren't able to run, even though we did try. I mean, Eddie Lacy actually had 5.4 yards per carry, but that's because we used him sparingly. If we'd used him more, you'd have just as bad as everybody else. But Larry Fitzgerald, 7 receptions, 89 yards and a touchdown. Christian Kirk, 475. It wasn't obviously anything good happening today. Let's take a look at the defense. Ronnie Harrison, he tried. He really did. 8 tackles. Perry Nickerson, he's really stepping up. I like him. 6 tackles. I don't know whether I'd put him at the number 2 spot because I don't really see Fabian Moreau messing up, which obviously is a very good thing. I think Perry Nickerson is just very good in the slot, and we may just keep him there. And let's see where our new guy, Dion Lacey, 4 tackles. He was actually pretty good. He wasn't too bad. I liked him. He made some plays. Shaquem Griffin with the sack and John Bostic with a sack. The interception, of course. Ronnie Harrison with 1. No, we did get a... No, did we get a forced fumble? Oh, no, we got 1 forced fumble, which actually was a forced fumble and we didn't recover it, and we got 1 forced fumble and recovered, and that was overturned. So we even had turnovers. That's the annoying thing. We were just 100% outclassed, and to be fair, that's to be expected. The Los Angeles Rams are right where they need to be to win a Super Bowl. We are, you know, at the beginning of a kind of rebuilding kind of system. We're not technically rebuilding. We're just giving a bunch of people a chance. But they just all happen to be kind of bad too. And Odigizua gets an upgrade, and he's been good. He's had flashes. He's not been consistently great, but he's shown flashes. And to be honest, it's been good enough that I haven't actually been looking at ends too much this year. Do we upgrade the run stopper or do we keep the power rusher? We'll upgrade the run stopper. Let's just make them, you know, scheme fits if we can. We'll go into that direction. What does it get upgraded? Block, shedding, and tackle. That's good. Helps with the other stuff anyway, so that's not bad. So there we have it. After that week, the Rams are 12-3. The Cardinals are 6-9. Let's advance to the next week to see where we sit in our division, because we play the Seahawks, who were 7-7. They're not doing too great either, to be honest. Everybody else isn't doing too good. The Rams are doing great, and the rest of the NFC West, not that hot. Much like reality. So here we are, week 17, the final week, and if we were to win, we'd have the same record as the Seahawks. Now, I do want to take a look at the standings, where we're standing right now for draft picks, because that's what it's about now, because it's either 7 or 9 or 6 and 10. So let's see where we would end up right now picking. We're really not that bad. We'd have the 8th pick. I mean, 8th is good, and okay, it was a very good player, but I mean, the Colts are worse than us, the Jets are worse than us, the Ravens are worse than us, Texans, Vikings, Bengals, the Giants. I mean, there's a couple of ones you'd expect down here, a couple of ones you wouldn't. So, I don't know. I think if we lose, we could theoretically be worse off. Well, definitely could be worse off than the Colts, and we could drop below these guys. I don't know. I think we've probably scored too many points for that to be the case. I mean, actually, we really haven't scored a lot of points. I don't know why. We probably could be. Let's just see what happens. Maybe we win, maybe we lose, but that's, whatever. We're going to play as well as we can. We're away from home. It's going to be a tough game. You can kind of theoretically write this off as a loss, but we obviously want to see what this team can do. I mean, just at least a little bit of redemption, at least a little bit of something that helps us move on to next season with some improved players, because I don't know, I'm pretty worried about this draft. I've got to be honest. I feel like the scouts haven't been too great. We haven't got a bunch of hot prospects lined up, so I don't know how, filling the team up is going to go. Maybe we're going to need those guys that are already on the team. So they're going to need to start playing well now so they're ready for next season. So the Seahawks are without injury. They're at full strength. So let's just finish this season. One last game. Then we're off into the off-season, the draft, which will be a lot of fun. But first, we've got to finish this game against the Seahawks. This is it. This is the final game of the season. The Cardinals at the Seahawks. And it's going to be a snowy affair. We're going to be playing in the snow here in Seattle, which is of course the complete opposite of what we're used to coming from Arizona and coming from a dome. So Seahawks with an advantage here, but we'll see what we can get done. They go with a run on the first play and they keep running it here, and they're running strong right now. 2nd and 2 they've got, and they decide to pass to Tyler Lockett, who's got some speed, maybe a little less in the snow, and he is tackled there by one of our linebackers. Now 1st and 10 from the 31, and it's a completion to the running back McKissick, who is stopped short of the first down. 2nd and 2, they go play action here, but Bostic was there, brings down Russell Wilson with the sack. 3rd and 8, they go play action again, and again it doesn't work out. Shaquem Griffin forcing that ball out. McKissick picks it up, he's stopped short of the first down, and they settle for a field goal. So we've got the ball here. Nathan Peterman going for Larry Fitzgerald, but overthrowing him, and Justin Coleman has the interception, and he's forced out of bounds. And that's how our first offensive drive ends, with a turnover and with Chase Edmonds being out for the rest of the game. But the defense won't be let down, and they, on 3rd and 6, get an interception. It's Harrison with his 2nd in 2 games. 3rd and 20 for Peterman. He's looking to go deep, and he's looking that deep. He doesn't see the pressure. He's taken down for a safety in the end zone. He just kept dropping back until he was there. 3rd and 11 for the Seahawks. Wilson going deep for Lockett. Tyler Lockett faster than Moreau, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. 65 yards on the touchdown there, and now we're down 12-0. We don't want another situation like last week where we get shut out, so we're going to keep fighting. Eddie Lacy has something to prove to these Seahawks, and so does CJ Procise. 2 running backs. Maybe we can lean on them in this game, as Peterman is sacked there as we try and pass again, but the punt forces them deep. The forced fumble, Shaquem Griffin, is recovered by McKissick. He's stopped in the end zone. We get a safety of our own, so now the score 12-2, and Lacy trying to run there, not getting much done, but he is injured on that play. We go 4th and 2. The ball's not caught in traffic, but it's rolling around there. Can it be picked up? No, it hits the ground, and we turn the ball over there. So now the Seahawks have the ball again. A big hit coming in, but not much more, as we struggle to stop them there. 1st and 10, we stop them there. 2nd and 13, and they convert the first down with Brandon Marshall. So now 3rd and goal on the 3-yard line, and it's a throw away. So the score 15-2. We've still got a chance to get into this game. Can CJ Procise get it going? He could really lead us here. 3rd and 10. Nathan Peterman not seeing any open receivers, and he is sacked. He's taken down. We have to punt the ball again, and now they're going back to McKissick to run, and he's making people miss. A lot of people missing him, and he runs out of bounds there. Probably had a chance to go even further with how many people were missing tackles on him. 1st and 10 there though, and it's Lacy coming in for the tackle. 3rd and 6, and Wilson moving around in the pocket, throwing it short to McKissick, but he's stopped short of the first down. 18-2 the score, and we're still not doing anything here. We're now in the second half, and they get another first down with Gresham, who fights for it. 2nd and 6, 44-yard line. Wilson over the middle to Will Dissly for another first down, just shy of the 20-yard line. Right now, we need to step up and do something. It's not here as we bite on the play action, and Marshall gets down inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Wilson dropping back, hit by Weatherspoon, ball comes out. Bostic rolling over that, picking it up. It's a ninja fumble recovery, and now he's running downfield looking for the touchdown, and he may just get there as the only man close to him is Dissly, and he's into the end zone for our first touchdown of the game. It's a defensive one. Weatherspoon forces the ball out. Bostic just flies on top of it, picks it up, takes it downfield for the score. 3rd and 15 for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson sacked by Owa Odigizua, and now we have the ball back and a chance to get back into this game. 2nd and 9, a completion here to Kajust. 3rd and 1, we go with the ground game, and it's picked up. And a little bit more there by CJ Procise. You can see his motivations. 3rd and 4, he's going for it, and he stopped just short, even though he fought for it. 4th and 1, we decide to go for it, but they do not bite whatsoever on the fake fullback dive. So we turn the ball over, but it's decent enough field position to turn that ball over. 10 minutes left in this game. The Seahawks had been struggling, but they get the first down here. We'd actually turned it around on defense, and we're still not doing too badly. And now a good chase by Bostic, who doesn't bite on the play action. 3rd and 10, they go play action again. Wilson moving around, rolling out to the right, and has to let go of that one before being sacked. So 2nd and 12 for the offense again, looking for those points, going deep downfield for Kirk, who just doesn't catch it in between 3 defenders. 3rd and 12, and he slips as he was the intended receiver there. So we turn the ball over again, and another sack by Bostic, who again didn't bite on the play action. 3rd and 11, and Wilson rolling out to the right, looking for something here. Weatherspoon's above him, and he takes him down. He doesn't manage to get that pass off. And on 2nd and 4, the play that didn't work on 4th and 1 works here for a big gain over the 40 for CJ Procise to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now, going back to him. Let him prove something against his old team here. He gets another good gain of about 8 yards. 3rd and 6 from the 13, and it's a completion to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald at the 1-yard line, stopped just short. 1st and goal. Peterman looking for that slant. He waited a little bit too long. Kirk was open, and he throws an interception to Bobby Wagner. Had he thrown that slightly sooner, we may be looking at a tied game here with a successful 2-point conversion. Instead, 3rd and 6, we break that one up and we get another possession. 4th and 10 though for Peterman, going deep downfield for Christian Kirk over the 50-yard line. 1 minute 10 seconds left in this game, and Peterman is sacked on 2nd and 10. So now it's 3rd and 17. We've 1 step forward, 1 step back at the moment. Peterman rolling out to the right, looking deep here. 3rd and 17. He's got Christian Kirk, and he gets him for the touchdown. Somehow he gets the separation deep downfield, and Peterman finds him. He had a step or two on Taylor, and he just gets enough space there, completes it. 53-yard touchdown reception for Christian Kirk, and it's 2 points now in this game. Can we get it? Peterman is sacked before he's able to let it go. With 40 seconds left, it's going to be stop the run, take a timeout, and they get a big run to the side here, but Carson is stopped just shy of the 1st down. 2nd and 1, it's McKissick. McKissick stopped, and it looks close, and it will be a 1st down. The Seahawks will kneel the clock out here, and it was a close game, almost tied it up at the end, but the Seahawks take the win. We finish the season with another loss. That's a very bad way to finish the season, but again, it's not our starting quarterback. It's not any, well, to be honest, it was a lot of guys we don't want starting for us, and that's no offense to any of them, but injuries came thick and fast in that game. CJ Procise actually did okay, and actually I'd like to keep him around, but of course, Edmonds is supposed to be the guy, and we are looking to draft a guy as well this year. Then receiving, that just wasn't working. I don't really know what it was. It just felt worse than ever before. Maybe they were just good at covering. Of course, the Seahawks defense isn't that bad. Our defense not doing too badly. I mean, they held them to 18 points. It wasn't the worst showing ever. 9 tackles from Dion Lacey. He's certainly taken advantage of this chance. Then Ronnie Harrison. Let's take a look at who got sacks. 2 for Shaquem Griffin, 1 for Sean Weatherspoon, 1 for John Bostic, 1 for Diggy Interceptions. Ronnie Harrison got himself 2 in a row now, 1 each week. False fumbles, did we get 1? We didn't just get 1, we got 3. Shaquem Griffin with 2, Sean Weatherspoon with 1. I don't know what, I forgot we got them, but then I remembered, of course, we forced 1, we recovered it, we took it back for a touchdown. Pretty hard to forget that, John Bostic getting a touchdown. That pretty much is what made this game close anyway, when you consider the fact that until the very last throw, well, the second to last throw, it was, that was our only touchdown, was the defensive one. The team wasn't good enough, I'd say that easy enough right now. So the final upgrades of the season, Eddie Lacy amongst them, broken ribs, out for 5 weeks. Will he be here next year? We'll have to see. So that is it. Only one thing left to do is, well, let's take a look at 3 new injuries. That's a way to end the season, get 3 guys, I was going to say permanently injured, not quite permanently, but in terms of for this season permanently injured. Of course, everyone's done anyway, but the fact that they were long-term injuries in the last game, the fact that this is taking forever to load. I mean, just look at this list. It's so ridiculously long. We've got Chase Edmonds will be out for 5 weeks. Eddie Lacy out for 5 weeks. Who else have we got that's new? Horonis Grasu, 3 weeks. It's just the worst look late in the season. We were doing okay and then it went terribly wrong. But of course, it does mean we get a better draft position, which we can take. At least that's a positive. So now I'll be scouting some players. The next time we'll see each other, maybe draft night. We'll have to see what we do in the off season in case anybody comes up in the free agency that needs a second chance. Even if we have to pay them a lot, if they fit the criteria, they can join the team, but it will have to be specifically that criteria. So that is it for this one. That is it for this season. And it's on to the off season.